Welcome back to Valor Strategy, where we talk about the latest and most exciting news regarding UFC and MMA. In this video, we'll cover Glover Texeira's amazing fight reel against Anthony Smith, the latest Bellator vs. Rizin fight, Paddy Pimblett's hilarious video, plus a goodbye to one of the most promising stars in UFC. So make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video, as we do have a special bonus content right at the end. Glover Texeira absolutely batters Anthony Smith. Glover Texeira's path to the UFC title grew more certain with a commanding victory over former title contender Anthony Smith. As the UFC returned to action amid the COVID-19 pandemic, Texeira faced off against Smith at the UFC Jacksonville Fight Night. Both fighters brought impressive resumes to the ring, with Texeira having won 3 straight matches and Smith coming off a dominant win over Alexander Gustafsson. The first round was closely contested, but Texeira emerged victorious in the following 3 rounds before ultimately defeating Smith in the 5th. With this win under his belt, Texeira now sets his sights on the vacant light heavyweight title at UFC 283, where he'll face off against Jamahal Hill on January 21st. Don't miss this highlight reel, which includes Texeira absolutely dominating Anthony Smith. Twitter reacts to Bellator vs. Rizin fight. Amidst a flurry of action and tension, AJ McKee emerged victorious as the final American fighter to win at Rizin vs. Bellator. Despite finding himself in perilous circumstances, McKee battled through to secure a unanimous decision over his opponent. The match was a showcase of skill and endurance, and after 3 grueling rounds, McKee proved himself the better fighter. Following the match, professional fighters and analysts took to Twitter to share their reactions to the thrilling bout. Manny Pacquiao is back in business. In a shocking turn of events, boxing legend Manny Pacquiao made a surprise appearance at the Rizin 40 New Year's Eve special. Standing alongside Japanese MMA promoter Nabayuki Sakakibara, Pacquiao announced that he has agreed to fight in Rizin next year, stating his excitement to take on a Japanese opponent. Though no specific date or fighter has been revealed, Pacquiao affirmed his willingness to face any Japanese fighter that Rizin might choose. This news comes after Pacquiao's official retirement from professional competition in September 2021, following a loss to Yordanis Ugas. However, he returned for an exhibition bout in December 2022, displaying his enduring skill and dominance over South Korean celebrity martial artist DKU.
Magaganda yung action. There was a good great action and great fights in Rizin, and the atmosphere of the crowd is amazing. The support of the fans.
Are you excited about Pacquiao's return? Let us know who you want him to face off with when he finally makes his return to Rizin. Paddy Pimblett thrashes troll who claimed he could beat him for $500. Pimblett has risen to fame at lightning speed since his UFC debut, quickly snagging a sponsorship with Barstool Sports and even hosting his own podcast. However, as his popularity has grown, so too have the number of detractors, with many taking to the internet to voice their discontent, especially after a recent controversial win. Undeterred by the hate, Pimblett is known for never backing down from a challenge, and recently issued a public invitation to one online troll to meet him in the ring at his Liverpool gym. Pimblett promised that if the troll could last through unlimited rounds without quitting, he would reward them with a cash prize of €500. Watch this highlight reel of Paddy absolutely kicking the troll down without mercy. Jake Paul invites Anderson Silva to create a fighters association. Before his much anticipated boxing match against Anderson Silva, Jake Paul made a bold proposition. If Silva emerged victorious, Paul would agree to a kickboxing bout, but if Paul won, Silva would lend his support to Paul's mission to establish a union for fighters, with a focus on improving pay and healthcare for UFC fighters. As it turned out, Paul emerged as the unanimous winner, and now he is pushing forward with his plan for a fighters association, with Silva on board to help.
How confident are you that this fighters association that was part of the bet, of course, which you won, how confident are you that this happens, and how confident are you that, well, it's a 3-part. How confident are you that it happens, that Anderson helps, and then what needs to happen now? Like, what are you doing to actually get this off the ground?
Yeah, I'm very confident it happens and that Anderson will help. I think he's a man of his word, and this is needed. It's been needed for so long. And right now we're talking with lawyers to get everything set up and to figure out the structure and to start to ideate on what this union looks like and how it will be operated.
And obviously you need the fighters to be on board. Are you confident they'll be on board, considering you're somewhat polarizing to them?
Yeah, no, I think that's where people like Anderson Silva joining really help, because they respect him. But I think that fighters, regardless of if they hate me or love me, I'm trying to help them. And they just should see that, because I'm just continuing to help fighters nonstop, and they should see the things I've done for Amanda Serrano and like the situation that she was in. And I just want to help. So they could hate me or not really even respect me, but we should be on the same team. That's the whole point of this union, is let's band together and be strong as one. And so I might not even like a certain fighter that wants to be in the union, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting my ego aside because this is going to benefit all of us.
Do you think Jake can truly shake things up for UFC? Damir Ismagulov announces retirement over health scare. Despite suffering a loss to Arman Tsarukyan at UFC Fight Night, Damir Ismagulov seemed to have all the makings of a future title contender. With a formidable record of 26 wins and just 2 losses, the former M1 lightweight champion had proven to be a formidable opponent, with a well-rounded technical game and one of the best jabs in the lightweight division. However, in a surprising move, the 31-year-old Russian-born Kazakh fighter seemingly announced his retirement on social media on January 1st, bringing an unexpected end to a promising career. Quote, "Unfortunately, due to circumstances and health problems, I have to end my sports career," Ismagulov wrote on Instagram. "Thanks to all those who were by my side, regardless of the result in the battles, who sincerely hurt and worried. It was an interesting journey, a moment to remember," hugged everyone. Over the course of his 4-year stint with the UFC, Ismagulov compiled a solid record of 5 wins and 1 loss, earning notable victories over top contenders such as Joel Alvarez, Thiago Moises, and Guillaume Putelets. However, his career was unfortunately sidetracked for 18 months between 2019 to 2021 due to a series of injuries. In a recent interview with the UFC, Ismagulov assured fans that he was fully recovered and ready to return to the cage, but it seems that unforeseen health issues have brought an untimely end to his impressive run in the world of MMA. No further details have been provided on the nature of these issues. At Valor Strategy, we wish Damir the best of luck for his future and sincerely hope that he can return to UFC, perhaps in a different role. And that's it for today. We hope you liked today's news recap. Make sure to stay tuned to Valor Strategy by subscribing to the channel and hitting on the notification bell.